What's up everyone, Terraquake here, and welcome back to our Pokemon Omega Ruby walkthrough. In the last episode, we did kind of part one of this whole surfing detour, checked out Route 106, Route 105, a couple other areas earlier in the game, and now this is like part two, and hopefully the final part of this little detour. We will be back on the main path in the next episode. But yeah, we're continuing east of Town through Route 107 and 108. Yeah, plenty more swimmers out here to fight. Route 108 is also going to be home to the abandoned ship. And then after we get through these couple of routes, well, there's Route 109 too, to be fair. We got a little bit of that. And once we get through those, we will do like one or two more areas that you can peep. Alright, ooh, do I do an honor battle? Yeah, I do. I got Turbo out front. I know, looks crazy here in the water, but, just gonna at least switch train him. Can't let him fall too far behind. If I was cheap, I would just turn on the EXP share, but then, everyone's gonna get over-leveled, and I don't want that to happen. So yeah, here's an honor battle, though. It's kind of funny, just two Pelipers flapping at each other. And this one's got Protect. Okay, already my Peliper's better because I'm not a wuss, I don't have Protect. So yeah, Pokemon on this route, or really all these routes are like the same on Route 105 and 106 that I talked about in the last episode. So, because we're not making much progress, I guess there's really not anything, new to catch. But that'll change in the next episode, as I said. Hope you guys are all having a good Wednesday. Anyways, we're just going to keep moving along. I mean, again, swimmers all over the place. It'll be a nice break once we do get to the abandoned ship. At least I think it's still there in this game, or is it replaced by that whole other, is it the C Mauville thing, or is C Mauville something different? I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, I know Geico is close to leveling up and evolving, so we should just be sending him out here a bunch. Yeah, look how close he is. So yeah, at least that's something that's going down in this episode. We'll get Sceptile, and then, Mega Sceptile's a thing in this game, so I don't think I've ever used a Mega Sceptile, as a matter of fact. I've used Sceptile before, probably in like the Gen 3 games, but, getting Mega Sceptile is going to be pretty dope. If you don't know, it's part Dragon, which is awesome. The only Hoenn Mega that gains a new typing. Really, that's because the other two already had a dual typing. By the way, it's like thundering outside, so if you hear that at any point, yeah, that's going on. Hopefully the power doesn't go out or anything. That'd kind of suck. Actually, I mean, it's not like I'm using the internet, though, am I? So, I think I'd still be recording. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if, like, my computer would shut off, because it is plugged in after all, so. Hey, man, it'd make for a great episode, though. At least very entertaining. But yeah, NBA playoffs have started, so that's something. I don't know, man. For me, this time of year, once college basketball ends, it's like a little bit of a drought, okay? I'm sorry to say it, but it's like a sport drought until we get to August and college football starts back up. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. But, yeah, let me know any NBA, if any NBA fans are watching, who y'all got winning the finals this year. I'll tell you one thing. I didn't really know, like, there were some teams that I just, like, didn't know they were this good this year. Like, the Rockets are the 2 seed in the West. Bro, I did not know the Rockets were that good. I thought they've been, like, bad the past couple of years. Same thing with, like, the Cavaliers. They're all of a sudden the 1 seed in the East. So, yeah, that kind of caught me off guard once I saw, like, the playoff bracket. Anyways, down goes the Barboach, and down goes Swimmer Darren. Is bro trying to flex? You know what it looks like he's doing? It looks like the male swimmers, at least their sprites in this game, they look like they're trying to hit the Usain Bolt celebration. Y'all know how Usain Bolt would kind of put his one arm up above his shoulder, the other one kind of out. That's always what he did at the end of each race when he just like blew everyone out by like a whole second. Okay, it wasn't that much, but dude, I mean, Usain Bolt probably the best runner to ever do it, right? I mean, I feel like we can confidently say that. By the way, here's a Corphish. I don't know if we've seen a Corphish yet. I have never used a Corphish before. I'd actually like to use one day. Evolves into Crawdont, part Dark. I think Crawdont's got pretty solid attack as well. So, could be fun to give it a try. But, I'm not using Corphish in this walkthrough, unfortunately. And there we go. Grovyle got to level 36. So, we'll have Sceptile, which is going to be pretty dope. And was that Night Slash? Yeah, I think it was. So already it's getting some dark type moves. Don't matter though, Geico's gonna clean up here, and we can witness this cool evolution. Yeah, this will be exciting, and then especially once we get the Mega Ring, which, by the way, is happening, like, very soon in the game. Turbo gets up a level, which is nice, and we take down the little duo out here. She's probably having to show, like, her little brother how to swim or something. And, yeah, Geico, you know, we're upping our insurance rates now, man. You know, we're giving the people better deals. Well, I guess that means we'd be lowering our insurance rates. Same thing, man. You know what I'm trying to get at. Let's go. Hey, instead of 20% money back, you get 30% or something. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Okay, he's trying to get dual chop. I'm gonna get rid of... I was gonna say slam, but then again, we got like pursuit and stuff still. Yeah, if you have a Sceptile, I definitely recommend giving it dual chop because, again, once you can Mega Evolve it, it becomes part dragon. Now dual chop's a stab move, so that's very nice. I got rid of pursuit though. You know, like Pursuit, Fury Cutter, any of those moves I'm not really using anyways. So it don't matter a whole lot. Let's get up on this guy, though, trying to escape me. He just had a weak little Tentacool. Also, you can see right here, there are some dive spots on these routes, but we're a long ways away from even thinking about dive. So don't really bother with them. We're now in Route 108. I did not mean to hop on this land. But I went ahead and fought the guy right here. He had a Tentacool and Pelipper. So yeah, just got him out of the way. Easy peasy. Why did we just get back on? I didn't even like hit the left button. What was that? Alright, let's continue going. Take on the next swimmer. We're getting pretty close. You can kind of see on the bottom screen the little mini map how far we are into these routes. Because we got to keep going east for a bit. And then we'll head right. And, or sorry, no, then we'll head north. That'll kind of be Route 109, and then we'll almost be done. Okay, I don't know if this is stupid. Okay, he went for Air Cutter. We're kind of chilling. But yeah, I stayed in because we do have Rock Slide, remember? So, hey, why not try to kill a Wingull? I mean, it's a Wingull after all. I know I used one in this walkthrough, but at this stage of the game, nah, now we're on to the Pelipers, man. Yeah, Grumpig got up to level 34 there. So, really, like, my team, I mean, everyone's caught up now, which is nice. For a while there, Slugma and Spoink were a little lower, but it's all good. Really, that's because, like, my other three Mons were a lot higher leveled than everything around it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm glad I've got the EXP share off for now. Again, I probably won't turn it back on until we get the final team member, which y'all can feel free to keep trying to guess what it's going to be. I'd be pretty impressed if someone gets it right, not going to lie. I would be pretty impressed. I guess I gave y'all a hint already in this video saying it's not Corphish. So there you go. That eliminates one of the remaining Pokemon, because that's definitely a huge help. But yeah, let's go ahead and send out Sceptile. Why not? Just give it some action here. See what it can get done. I mean, I know it's going to be able to one-shot this thing, to be fair. But, of course, we're going to have to sit through the extra animation of Whirlpool, which is not fun. And, yeah, we'll give it a Leaf Blade. I don't know, I feel like the rest of... Well, I guess having Dual Chop now is nice, but, like, the other moves that Sceptile has just don't even matter because I'm mostly going for Leaf Blade. Unless there's, like, a Fire type out on the field or something, but it's not like I'm going to have Sceptile out against a Fire type anyways. Alright, another swimmer. Looks like these people like hitting the Breath Stroke, by the way. There's a star piece, I'll be sure to sell that. But yeah, all these swimmers are, like, doing the Breath Stroke, it looks like, right? Where you, like, put your hands out in front, you kind of go, you know, bob your head up and down. What's y'all's favorite swimming style? I guess, if that's what you call it. What kind of question even is that, dude? What am I on about? I don't know, man. I don't know. You know what, though? I feel like freestyle was always the easiest, and that's kind of, like, the most popular, right? Golly, I remember. So, I talked about it last episode, right? I think it was the last episode where I talked about how I was on a swim team at some point. I just remember I couldn't do backstroke to save my life. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I could still do backstroke, I'll be honest. Backstroke is hard, okay? So is butterfly, too. Butterfly is kind of tough. Breathstroke, I think, is a little bit easier, but I feel like freestyle is definitely the easiest. I feel like that's the general opinion, too, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm mistaken. Down goes Mr. Whalmer right here. Shout out Thanos, the Whalmer I used in the Ruby walkthrough. He was pretty cool, man. He was pretty cool, I guess. Alright, moving on. Another trainer down. And here we go. We can get to, wow, look at, that's a pretty cool view. I like how it does this little angle in this game. Yeah, let's go ahead and check out the abandoned ship. So, okay, it's called Sea Mauville in this game, but, I mean, look, it's a ship, guys. I promise. I mean, come on, that's pretty obvious right there. Alright, I went ahead and fought a couple of trainers, actually, during that jump cut. There was that tuber and then a sailor over here on this little patch of land. You know, mostly water types. I think that guy had him a choke, though. And I also went ahead and fought someone inside of Sea Mauville here. I'll show that off. Or, well, I'll tell you who it was once we get in there. Anyways, yeah, you're kind of going to be at a weird angle. This is, like, kind of cool, honestly. This lady asks if you're a tourist. And, yeah, she's like, she wants to know if you have any, info. And then they're apparently fundraising to, like, preserve the place. You know what, man? I'm a good Samaritan. I'll give $100. There we go. You don't get nothing out of doing that, though, so, like, don't feel like you have to do that. But, hey, karma, you know, karma's a thing. So maybe good karma will come back around to me. There's an escape rope. This guy doesn't really have much going on. Come over here, though, and you can pick up the TM for Rain Dance. And then you're going to be free to head on inside. Now, as I said, kind of a weird angle you're at. We're almost like sideways. I mean, I guess, yeah, we basically are sideways. And look at this. You can even go out onto the very top. This is dope, bro. A little scary, too. I mean, imagine being up here like in real life. But, yeah, I did a bunch of battles because, you know, trying to cover a lot today. So, I'm just going to skip some, or not skip some battles, but, you know, not do some battles on camera when I can. Anyways, inside, you know, the place is still all beaten up and stuff, and there's some people running around. This one is locked. It has room 1 written on it, and you won't be able to explore this place fully until you have dive. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Now, this is the double battle I went ahead and did. These people had, oh, I can fight them again. Okay, I did not mean to do this, but hey, guess I'm showing off the battle anyways. These people fight you again? I did not know. Okay. Yeah, as I was about to say, they got a Volby and Illumise, so hey, there we go. Now, Turbo leveled up and got Lava Plume, which is pretty cool. Yeah, Lava Plume, very good fire-type move. And, oh my, this is all bad. I shouldn't even be in this battle. I guess this is a pretty good battle to train with, though, because Volby and Illumise both hand out pretty good, EXP. So, you know, fighting these people over and over again, you can do some quick training. But yeah, golly, bro. Alright, I'm not going to go for Lava Plume again. That's the only thing that sucks. In double battles, it will hit your own teammate. So, let's kill this Volbeat here and actually get a move on with things. The good news is, again, there's not a whole lot here. But yeah, hopefully we just land Rock Slide. Appreciate it. That should do the trick on a Volbeat. And down it goes. So I guess, you know, if anything, I just got some extra experience. Yeah, Grumpig got up a level. Yeah, I mean, I guess this battle would be pretty good for training. Nah, I'm going to pass on rest. If this was like a hardcore Nuzlocke, then maybe. And because I'm not getting rest, I'm not getting snore either. There's no point. Yeah, they're one of those young couples. Like, bro, get out of my face, man. Okay, nothing else left in this room. So, let me just put Turbo back to the front. He's doing pretty good. Getting ever so closer to getting a Macargo. And, this guy doesn't fight you. And that has room 2 written on it. That room's blocked off. And this kid also doesn't fight you. So, right here is where you're going to be able to use dive. I mean, obviously you can surf too. Again, kind of at a weird angle here. This looks kind of trippy a little bit. But, yeah, you can't go any further out because of these boxes. And you won't be able to explore the rest of it until you get dive, as I said. So we'll definitely come back here way later on in the game. But with all that out of the way, that's it for Sea Mauville for now. Kind of sucks, because I think in the original games, this is when you could get, like, the TM for Ice Beam, which was pretty awesome. That was always nice. But nope, they don't want to make it too easy in the remakes. Except this game probably is easier because of the whole EXP share thing. So we're back on Route 108. Time to wrap this one up. And look at this. We got an Ace Trainer out here. And hey, doesn't that make you feel nice? They're riding on a Pokemon too. So, like, we're not the only ones that are, you know, not able to swim, apparently. Yeah, kind of cool to see an Ace Trainer riding on their Mons. But, you've got a Seviper, so something different from a Water type too, which is always nice. Not going to be nice that you paralyze me, though. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, yeah. I'm hearing some thunder outside. I doubt the mic picks it up. I think I've said this before, but I feel like I use a Blue Yeti microphone, by the way. It's good. The only problem is I've had it for like almost 4 years, I think. So I feel like, there's been times where it's starting to wear out a bit. And I'd like to get a, newer and maybe higher quality mic in, not the near future, but in the future. And, Blue Yeti definitely gets the job done, though. Anyone, if you're looking for a microphone, Blue Yeti's good, man. But yeah, I've talked about how it does a pretty good job, kind of, depending on the mode you have it on. It does a pretty good job blocking out most background noise, I feel like. Alright, here's a Swallow. And we're in here with Papa C now. So I think we're just going to keep sludging away to take this thing down. But yeah, Blue Yeti's good. They're a bit more expensive, though, that's for sure. But as I've said, I've had this for, like, I think almost 4 years. So they last. I would say they are definitely worth the price. They're very simple, too. It's just a simple plug it in with a USB cord. It's got a volume knob. You can mute it if you want, or, mute yourself. And then it's got 4 modes that you can switch around on the back depending on what situation you're in. All right, down goes that Ace Trainer. How could you lose here? I don't know. You're out in the middle of the sea, and I'm just better, okay? Hate to break it to you. Let's get some healing going. Safe to say that the team definitely needs it. And do I have paralyzed heals, full heals? Yeah, there's my full heals, man. All right, we'll throw Swalot to the front and continue on. We're pretty close to Route 109. And then, as I said, once we get through Route 109, there's like 2 more places I want to check out, and that's it. Oh, look at you. What are you, standing up on your Pokemon? Wow, dude, you're so cool. Like, dude, there's no waves out here, okay? Don't act like you're surfing or something. Neville, or Neville. Yeah, whatever your name is. Sounds about right, too. You sound like the type of dude who would, like, try to think he's cooler than everyone else. We're about to show him up right here. Nah, this one just became personal, okay? This one just became personal. And you may be asking yourself, okay, is this Terraquake guy really starting beef with a Pokemon NPC? Yes. Yes, I am, because he deserves it. Okay, yeah, 2 Sludges are going to take him out. And, oh, isn't that cute? The other girl had a Seviper and he has a Zangoose. Oh, that's so adorable. Whatever. We're going to one-shot this Breloom. This guy doesn't deserve anything good. He ain't cooler than anyone else, man. There's a Mach Punch, though, which kind of sucks. But yeah, let's go ahead and sludge this thing, and gonna be an Oko, you love to see it. Yeah, this video will probably be a bit of a longer one, but that's all good. Hey, just more content for y'all at the end of the day. Level 36, and he just has to say splash. I hope that's you falling off of your Pokemon, and then your Pokemon just swims away, and then you can't swim, and then you're just stuck out here, and then you drown. Okay, that might have been a bit, I might have gone a bit too far. This is a Pokemon game after all. Alright, another swimmer. Yeah, let's get to it. Alright, he had a Lombre. He also asked if we were going to see Mauville. Like, no, dog, I just came from see Mauville. And did my Super Repels run out without me seeing? Because how did we just encounter this Wingull? But yeah, once again, I went ahead and just fought a couple trainers during that jump cut. Just to make things easy. But yeah, I guess I didn't notice that my Super Repel ran out. And I guess I hit no to the dialogue box asking if I wanted to spray another one somehow. Like, how do I even do that? Alright, that's it for Route 108, though, so here we are back on 109. Remember, this is the beach route that was south of Slateport City. This guy has a Tentacool. I already beat him up. There's an item we can grab over here. But yeah, a lot of this route is kind of that beach area. Remember, like, the seashore houses there. We've been through that part. There's a big pearl. But yeah, there's some trainers in the water, too. This swimmer right here, what did she use again? I already forgot. I think it was like a Whalmer or something. Pretty easy. I think it was a Goldeen and Whalmer. So, back over to the left. Oh, great. One of these young couples again. Let me guess. Like, okay, I'm going to take a guess here. Plusle and Minun. Let's see. It's always one of the duo mons. Am I right? Ooh, no. Beautifly and Dustox. Okay, okay. I admit defeat. I do admit defeat. Luckily, I got Turbo right here, though. And I'm going to, Rock Slide and Psybeam seems like a pretty good combo. The only thing that sucks is, like, Slugma's always the last to move in a double battle, man. He always is, but down goes the Dustox. And, I mean, yeah, look at everyone. I mean, even with the EXP share off, I feel like we're still making good progress with our levels. I think maybe in the next episode we could get a Macargo, or what? It may be like level 37, 38 when Slugma evolves, so maybe it's another 2 episodes. Who knows, man? Who knows? Down goes Mel and Paul. Look at that. They even got like a bracelet that's like... How big is that bracelet for there to have to be... Or for it to fit both of y'all's arms? Like, what? Alright, level 30, level 35. Yeah, I want to get you up a level, so we'll go ahead and fight this swimmer. See, another guy doing the breaststroke. Hey, if you're ever doing Pokemon trivia, you could come up with a question, and it could be like, yo, what's swimmer's favorite... By the way, we're going to take on these people first. What's swimmer's favorite, swimming style? I don't know what to call it, bro. Stroke, you know, swimming stroke. And you could say it's breaststroke. Like, that'd be the answer. That's a horrible trivia question, dude. Oh, my gosh. Alright, here's an Azumarill. Something, you know what? I'm kind of happy to see an Azumarill. Something a little bit different from the regular, like, Tentacool, Goldeen. Yeah, remember, this thing's part fairy, though. Keep that in mind. So is Marill, by the way. Azumarill, I think, is just normal, right? But Marill and Azumarill got the water and fairy type. That makes me question, is Azurill the only Pokemon that is one-typing, and then it evolves into a Mon that is 2 typings, neither of which are Azurill's typing? Because Azurill's normal, and then it becomes Water Fairy. I wonder if there's any other Mons like that. I feel like there's not. But I don't know. This is Tuber Gwen, by the way. Isn't Gwen the name of the girl from, like, some of the Spider-Man movies? I don't know. I've watched, like 1 or 2 Spider-Man... No, like, literally 1 Spider-Man movie, and it was the most recent one. What's the one that came out in 2021? Like, Far From Home, No Way Home, one of those 2. Going Home, Leaving Home. I don't know, man. All the movies are about home, apparently. But yeah, I remember I went and saw it with my dad and my brother, and it was actually pretty good, even though I don't keep up with Marvel lore or Spider-Man lore at all. But, hey, had a good time. Can't lie, man. Had a good time. Oh, nah, I'm just... Oh, by the way, you're trying to get Amnesia? Alright, I guess I'll get rid of Harden. Wow, I was listening for a second because it sounded like there was about to be some huge crack of thunder outside. Hey, man, I'm just trying to make it through this video without my power going out or something, alright? And, you know, this is like a longer video, so if everything just got wiped, that would absolutely suck. But we're almost done, man. We got this swimmer, and then, as I said, there's like 2 more areas I want to check out with Surf. I may just cut to him, though, honestly. We'll see, we'll see. Swimmer David's got a Corphish. Oh, I still have Slugma up front. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, this will probably be the longest video of this series, and probably one of the longest videos that I've recorded in a while, too. We are 12 levels above, so I'm taking a risk here. I just want to see what happens. Wow, okay, that... Oh, bad play. Oh, bad play. Yo, that's like Denzel Valentine in that one clip where he shoots that, like, awful shot, and the announcers are like, "Oh, Valentine, this is not the time." Or whatever they say. Yeah, no, that was bad. I thought Rock Slide would have done at least half. Alright, Rio's back out here to clean up shop. Oh my gosh, dude, everything has Protect. Everything. The Volbeat did earlier in that double battle. I think one of the Pelipers I fought earlier in this video did. I can never escape it. Yo, to anyone developing Pokemon games out there, I got one suggestion. Don't give any trainer in the game Protect or Detect, alright? Or any protecting move. You know, what are the newer moves nowadays? There's like Spiky Shield. Isn't like Baneful Bunker another one? Just, no, don't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't give them it. Don't give trainers that luxury. But yeah, I do think that's the final trainer battle, which may be a good thing since I'm complaining about Protect. But yeah, we're back to the beach now, so, oh. You just had to ruin the vibe, didn't you? I really thought we were done, I'm not gonna lie. I really thought we were... Can you turn around? Thank you. And just like that, look, I magically teleported up here. But yeah, that Ace Trainer had a Kecleon and then a Macargo somehow, which was at level 28. Like, how do you have that? It kind of made me mad. Someone call up Officer Jenny. We got an illegal trainer. But, yeah, down here's a surfing spot on Route 110, by the way. That'll take you to New Mauville, which, if you remember, is kind of like underground Mauville from the original games. But unlike the original games, you can't check that place out until after you catch either Kyogre or Groudon. towards the end of the game, so you don't really got to worry about it for now. What we will do is head north of Mauville because there's an item to pick up. And it is going to be an HP up, so, do with that as you will. Maybe it's worth it to you, maybe not. Maybe you don't use any of those vitamin moves. But yeah, I can't believe that, bro. A level 28 Macargo when I'm over here with a level 36 Slugma. I hate that. I just, ooh, I do, man. Ooh, I do. And lastly, we are at the Meteor Falls because there's one item you can grab, even though it might not look like it at first, but that's because it's a hidden Great Ball right over here. Yeah, who else is showing off this hidden Great Ball? But nah, once you get Waterfall later on in the game, there's a bit more to do in the Meteor Falls. We won't worry about that for now. For now, though, hope y'all enjoyed. Have a good rest of your Wednesday. Next time we are back on track heading east of Mauville City. And until then, deuces.